So the first step for A, when finding the length of the median, is to find the midpoint of YZ if you want the median from vertex X. So the midpoint is going to be the average of the X and Y values, so you get 4 plus -2 all divided by 2, which is going to be equal to 1. And then for the Y values, you're going to have -1 plus -3 all divided by 2, which is going to be equal to -2. So your midpoint here is going to be equal to 1, -2. Right? So 1, -2 right about here. And if we want the median, that's going to look something like this. Then you're going to have to take the slope, right? Or sorry, we don't have to take the slope here because we're trying to find the length of it. So we're going to plug it into the Pythagorean theorem. So we get the length of xm to be equal to the square root of, we have -1 minus 1 squared plus 4 minus -2 squared. So those take care of the side lengths there, right? And if we expand further, we're going to get -2 squared, which is equal to 4, and then we're going to get 6 squared, which is going to be equal to 36. So the length of xm is going to be equal to the square root of 40. Plugging that into a calculator, you're going to get around 6.3 units. So in order to show that XYZ is isosceles, right, we're going to have to take a look at all the side lengths. So let's take a look at XY. XY, let's take the distance or the length of that. So the length of XY is going to be equal to -1 minus -2 squared. And then you're going to have 4 minus -3 squared. So the length of xy is going to be equal to 1 squared, which is going to be 1, plus 7 squared, which is going to be equal to 49. The length of xy is going to be equal to the square root of 50. Now taking a look at yz, right, yz is going to be the square root of -2 minus 4 squared plus -3 minus -1 squared. So the length of yz is going to be equal to 6 squared, which is, or -6 squared, which is 36, and -2 squared, which is 4. So the length of yz is going to be equal to the square root of 40. Now we take a look at xz finally. So I'm going to make more space by getting rid of the old answer right here. So for xz, it's going to be the square root of -1 minus 4 squared plus 4 minus -1 squared it's going to be 4 minus -1. So you're going to have 25 plus 25, or the square root of 50. So this is indeed an isosceles triangle, as these two side lengths are the same. And now we have to find the perimeter of this triangle. So the perimeter is going to be equal to 2 times the square root of 50, because we have two side lengths that have the square root of 50 as its length. And then we add that to the square root of 40. So perimeter is going to be equal to, if you plug this into a calculator, you should get 20.5, around 20.5 units.